see everything.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei just now when Nanako was attending to him. She heard him whisper. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his... All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. Others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up.
Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have...
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You...
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know...
His senior? What?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying miHoYo Shui. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of miHoYo Shui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of miHoYo Shui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down though, I still respected his mastery of the blade, and his... So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. Okay, you've heard my story. You should get back now.
Seems like we got it wrong this... Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
You can find everything and anything in Tsukumo.
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that...
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. And all is certainly not lost, For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. I must leave now, but we will meet.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No. I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. Anyway, you should join us too. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of miHoYo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Shogun.
Off we go! Adventure time!
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really... Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look... it was probably nothing. It's not...
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident...
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But... then did...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, as one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's...
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change?
Your school practices miHoYo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself... Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain
Lady, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest... It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei,
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak.
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of miHoYo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness.
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hand. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, you are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of miHoYo Shisui. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, but as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in... She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Narukami, please. See that he stays safe.
Protection of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
down! Take them. I have no need. Illusion shattered!
Let's get down to business. Let me try.
Grow, grow, grow! Scatter!
Shine down!
Commit it to memory! Propagate!
You win this.
I'll keep this close.
I'm sure the Kamisada plan would...
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure...
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feeling, but I believe that surely you understand what they must. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that it was her almost complete lack of any emotion. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the vision hunt decree is something. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the vision.
How can they be like that? Paimon's.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the
Resistance? You mean like an
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance move. Beyond me. Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal, they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decision. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
Oh? What would you like to know,
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenri.
Darn! So they found out about it?
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire By no means do we... When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look... Fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family.
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt Decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt Decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things Psst! Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying.
Come on! This way!
What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh! Quiet! Just sit tight and watch for—
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch. Huh? Hey, wait! You—
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. This is your fault. You're the—
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimon.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island—
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice.
Stop it, Hanjiro. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions, and his handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the bit.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Matsukatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I—
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fire—
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person—
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on—
Time to break him out!
Illusion shattered!
Safe as always, and nothing eventful happens.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've gotta... I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu.
You sure? Alright then. Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
There is no escape!
This may hurt a little. Talk about a big door. Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it. Everyone hold hands. Help! Commit it to memory.
Propagate! Let's light it up!
I dare you!
I must withdraw.
Illusion shattered!
I need to train harder.
Who goes there?
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it.
Shine down!
These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Stand back!
I must.
Scatter!
Teach me about yourself.
Soldiers, quick!
Show me what you've got.
Illusion shattered!
Off we go! Let's light it up!
This way, Primo.
There is no escape! Insult.
Bested.
Propagate!
I need to train harder.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Teach me a lesson.
Everyone hold hands!
I'm going in!
Inazuma shines eternal!
I need to
Shine down!
train hard. Don't hold back.
There is no escape!
Let's light it up!
Committed to memory!
I've been bested.
Adventure time! Off we go! Yeah! Huh.
I see everything!
Let's light it up!
Illusion shattered! fatalism! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
I must withdraw.
Must be Master.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission fruits are tor-
Yoimiya!
Teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing?
Make way! Let me have a look at him! I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military—
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgrace—
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to—
Hey, this is our chance.
Yoimiya, are you sure?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to...
Whoa!
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
You're...
Master Masakatsu! Sorry.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! Oh.
Yes. Leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right—
well... You can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Leave.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think she was It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without...
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's relief... We are now one step closer to victory. You're turning out to be even more reliable than we expected.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to... It is time we make ready our...
There's no need to rush. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu... yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for us. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning.
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure it...
You do... Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us. Toma, what would you...
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Funny enough...
A hotbot game?
Simply put, every person... Then we take it in turns to close... Anyone who guesses correctly... Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try.
You really do want to play... Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather... Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies! This is already shaping up to be a hotbot to remember...
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be...
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dongo? Oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly... hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added...
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes? Boiling cakes in hot pot?
I must apologize.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down.
All you had to do was guess wrong on purpose, and it would have been someone else's turn.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. So without...
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda,
Yes. If the Tenryou Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other...
Let's all take some much-needed time off. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start...
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play...
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't...